Hello everyone, today I'm doing a video and I'm talking about my first time. Now don't be perverts and think that I'm gonna literally talk about my first time. No, this is the first time of everything, whether it's objects or whatever it is, but it's like the first time for everything. Now, it's a couple questions that they asked you, and I'm gonna answer those questions and see what my first time was like. First word. I have no idea what my first word actually was, and I bet if I ask my parents, they're not gonna have a clue because I don't know what my first word was. Maybe my sisters will know. Either had to be mom or dad. That's the first word for everybody. My first teddy or blanket. I've had several teddy bears. I've had several blankets, but I'm not one of those that kept them all. There was one teddy bear that I had as a child that I can remember. It was like a baby blue teddy bear. I think that's the one they gave me in the hospital. That was the only one I can remember, but I never kept any of them. My first friend, I've had several friends. There's one in particular that I think it was middle school. He was my first best friend. I'm not gonna mention his name because we don't even keep in contact anymore. Yeah, we did so much together. He introduced me to, not good things, but we were both, into music. We were both into art and stuff like that. We went to school together. We went to middle school together. We went to high school together. And high school was when we experienced a lot more, like going out. We're underage. We were going into clubs. We were going into raves in Hollywood. It was good times. It's been years. It's been so many years since I've last heard of them. My first school crush. God, I had so many. I had so many crushes in school. Even teachers. One in particular that I remember was, I don't remember his name. A local person, I used to live in California, and there was a local person that lived in the neighborhood who she had a big van, and with that van she would pick up the kids in the neighborhood and take them to school. And I guess my parents would give her money or whatever weekly. I remember there's one guy, he was in middle school, and I was going to elementary. I don't know why. I was crushing it on during elementary school. I was in love. Like I thought this was gonna be my future husband or something. I don't know. I remember one time I tried my best to talk to him, and I was just too nervous. I was super shy in school. This one time I got into her van by accident, knowing that my sister was gonna pick me up that day. I spot my sister from the window, and the guy was sitting almost next to me, and I got up to get out of the van, and I'm scooching over to get out of that little area where I was in the back, and I accidentally tripped on his shoe and I sat on top of him. Let me just tell you, I wasn't a really slim person, and I sat on him. In that moment I was like, I love you. Birds start chirping, floating in the clouds. That's how I felt. I was in middle school and I was in elementary, way older than me. He was light-skinned, very tall, Hispanic boy, but I do not remember his name. That was my school crush. My first kiss. We used to live in these apartments, and that's where my childhood was. I was friends with everyone, and we would always get together on the weekends, and all the kids, and we would play. Now we were playing doctors or something, doctors and nurses we were playing. We were all the same age. We were probably 6 or 7, and I was one of the patients. This boy, suppose I was dying in our little role play, and I was dying. He comes up to me trying to give me CPR, and he leaned over and just kissed me. To me, that was like my first kissing experience, and ever since then I was like, oh my god, I think I like men. That was probably my first kiss. My first celebrity crush, oh my god. Hands down, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Titanic, I wanted to be Rose. Rose to be Keita. I wanted to be the one that was gonna jump over the rail as I wanted Jack to save me. Everybody wanted to be Rose. We all wanted to be in the Titanic. My first boyfriend, this was probably in middle school. I had a couple of my friends that knew who I was, that knew I was gay. And when my friends asked me a question, if I would ever be his boyfriend, they asked me in front of him if I would ever be his boyfriend. And I said yes. We were boyfriends for like a week, and then he transferred schools. That was probably my first boyfriend, was my boyfriend for a week. My first concert, I mean, I went to a few little concerts. It wasn't nothing too crazy. I remember there was this like ska group back in the day called the Aquabats. That was probably the first concert I've ever been to. My first concert that really changed my life was Britney Spears' concert. My first car was, I swear it was the devil. It was cursed since day one. It was a Ford Focus. Don't remember if it was a 2001 or 2002. That car put me through hell. Anything bad that can happen to a car, it happened to my car. There were times where I was even driving on the freeway and it was rush hour and it would just completely just shut down. I was just afraid of that car. My first YouTube video that I posted was 3 years ago, 2012, was my first trip to Vegas. I was in a relationship at that time. I mean, the video is horrible. It's literally like pictures and music in the background. I mean, I had a good time, but I do not suggest going while you're in a relationship. We stayed at the Paris Hotel. The experience was amazing. Trying new things, just sightseeing, drinks. I've never been that wasted. I was like literally wasted 4 days out of that whole trip. It was good. I had fun. That's it. I am planning a Vegas trip pretty soon this year. That is gonna happen pretty soon. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. I'm gonna do another tag video tomorrow, and tomorrow's Friday, and I might be going to downtown, and I'll probably film that. What else am I gonna do? That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna post in the bottom link the video I did, the 90s tag video I did the other day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.